Evening folks, and welcome to this demonstration of my Marathon Navigator Pilot's Quartz watch. So Marathon watches date back to the 1980s when they were built to military specs to supply the US and Canadian armed forces, so that's why it says US government on there. And the Navigator, as the name suggests, was for travelling, so for pilots and parachutists. So the bezel has these hour markers around the outside for tracking a different time zone rather than the more usual minute markers you might get on a dive watch. And it's got a resin case and an acrylic crystal to enable it to survive depressurization from 35,000 feet, apparently. So definitely one for the aviators rather than for the divers. But it does have 60 metres water resistant, which is an unusual number, probably to do with the military spec. So you should be fine swimming with it. Now the dial is my favourite part of these Marathon watches, very legible and clear, and you've got the Tritium Tubes, which is for me one of the main points of this watch. So Tritium Tubes are little glass vials with tritium gas inside them, which through radioactive decay causes glow of the phosphor coating. So you don't need to charge them up under light to get them to work, they just stay glowing all day and all night and for years and years and years. I think they lose about half of their glow after about 12 years, which is the half-life of tritium. Anyway, the case, as I say, it's a resin case, and it's 42 millimetres wide, of which 2 of those millimetres are the sort of crown guard bit here. And they've got stainless steel back there with various markings on it around the military specs and stock numbers and things like that. And this crown guard is, although it's slightly visually challenging, it does look a lot better on the wrist, and it does make it great for it doesn't get snagged. The crown doesn't get snagged on jackets or clothing or anything. And I ride a motorbike to work every day, and so I've normally got a shirt and maybe a jumper and a jacket which has got an inner lining as well. So lots of things to get potentially snagged on, and this one doesn't get snagged on any of them, which is more than I can say for some of my watches. So yeah, despite the shape, it does look better on the wrist, and it wears extremely comfortably on the wrist due to its shape, and also the light weight of the resin case. Very comfortable to wear. The bezel, as I say, it works. It's stiff enough to not turn when you don't want it to, but the bezel feel is probably about the worst one I've ever felt, because all the other ones have been metal and this one is plastic, of course. It comes with this 20mm nylon strap, and you can jazz it up with a different coloured NATO if you want, without ruining the sort of military look, because obviously the NATO straps are for military watches. So yeah, it's quartz movement, as I said. It does have an end of life indicator, so when the battery runs low, it'll jump 4 seconds at a time. And the reason I bought this watch was as a bedside clock, really, because it's quartz and it's got the tritium. I could just leave it there and not have to worry about wearing it to get it wound or anything like that. But actually, since I've had it, I've found myself wearing it rather a lot, just because of the comfort and legibility of it. So I thoroughly recommend this watch. I really do. I didn't buy it to wear it, but as I say, I found myself wearing it a lot more than I expected to, and because of its comfort and ease of use. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio.